Have you ever wondered why some leaders command loyalty and obedience, while others lose control the moment they show weakness? Niccolò Machiavelli, the Renaissance thinker often called the father of political science, believed he had the answer. And his lessons are as shocking today as they were 500 years ago. Let's dive into some of his most powerful and controversial principles on power, fear, and human nature. Machiavelli's most famous line is simple but brutal. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Because love is fragile, it depends on emotions, moods, and personal benefit. But fear is reliable. People may not always love you, but they will think twice before crossing you. Still, he warned rulers not to do harm halfway. Men should be either treated generously or destroyed, because they take revenge for slight injuries, for heavy ones they cannot. Small offenses create lifelong enemies. If you must act, be kind without hesitation, or decisive without mercy. Machiavelli hated procrastination. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Hesitation makes leaders weak. Acting boldly, even imperfectly, shows strength and often secures respect. And how do you measure a leader's intelligence? Not by their speeches, but by the people they keep close. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Surround yourself with fools, and the world will assume you're one too. Force, however, isn't always the smartest path. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Why fight costly battles when clever? Strategy can achieve the same result with fewer risks. And because times change, so must leaders. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Those who cling to old ways are the first to fall when the world shifts beneath them. Perhaps Machiavelli's most vivid metaphor captures his entire philosophy. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. A true leader must be both cunning and strong. Strategy without power is useless. Power without strategy is blind. Machiavelli also understood human psychology. Men in general judge more by the eyes than by the sense of touch. Everyone can see, few can truly test. In other words, appearances matter more than reality. People are fooled by what they see, not by what they cannot touch. And when it comes to promises, he was pragmatic. The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. Morality bends when survival is on the line. But his lessons weren't only about cruelty. He warned rulers about flattery. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. Power is dangerous when it blinds you to reality. And he even hinted at empowerment. The greatest good you can do for another is not to share your riches with him, but to reveal to him his own. Strength comes not from gifts, but from awakening potential. Machiavelli's world was ruthless, and his teachings reflect that. But whether you agree with him or not, his words highlight eternal truths about human behavior. Fear often outlasts love. Appearances often outweigh reality. And leaders who fail to adapt are leaders who fail to survive. That's the Machiavellian code. Part lion, part fox. Ruthless when necessary, cunning when required. And maybe, just maybe, the reason his lessons still echo today is because human nature hasn't really changed at all.